You know what DM I just got?
What?
I-
What DM did you just get, Felisha?
of I forgot who exactly it was, but he basically was just saying how cool the last episode was and like seeing how well their like values match with ours in the Northern California thing and
Northern
like
California
how
lifestyle.
like it just didn't it felt like it made sense and it wasn't just like a whole freaking podcast just that's an ad.
No, yeah, they're super cool and a great transition into the ad for this podcast, this episode.
Yeah, that wasn't an ad, the whole podcast, but this is an ad.
This is an ad now. Great people, and even more thankful to have them be a part of the 925 podcast. So
it was super cool meeting them.
Yeah, they're awesome, and their products are just as awesome. You can check them out at hellagoodskincare.com. 15% off with our code
Hella925. That's HELLA 925.
That's right. So go check out their products.
Yeah.
What was that one that they put on my eyes? Because remember how I was looking all tired in the last episode, right?
Yeah. They put on their hydrating cream.
Yeah.
It's like a cloud cream.
Uh-huh.
And I also use it as like a type of moisturizer that just moisturizes my skin too. It brightened up under your eyes and it made you look refreshed.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like maybe we probably should have did that before the episode started. But, you know, it's all good. We were here. We were excited to meet each other and everything.
Yeah.
But, no, that really just, like, had me feeling refreshed and everything and looking refreshed, too.
Yeah.
So definitely go and check them out. If you want to follow them on Instagram, they're going to be doing a giveaway at 420 followers.
I wonder what they're at right now.
Check and see what they're at.
But
yeah, that's Sticks Stones Skin. Sticks Stones Skin on Instagram. Go ahead and give them a follow. They're getting really close. 400. Tap in, and you might be entered in. If you're a follower, you're going to be entered in. They're going to pick a follower.
It's literally like $175 worth of skincare that you can win.
So and
what is it? I
got 5 on me collection. I got 5 on a collection.
Anyway,
so,
check them out.
Yeah, go collect yourself and
tap inwardly.
Get it. Yeah, tap inwardly with that collection. But yeah, thank you guys for always just being how you are. And yeah, let's just jump into the podcast now. Let's get into the episode.
So this is it.
So this is it, huh? Los Angeles.
Look at this cute pillow I bought.
You got it all swagged out in here.
No, okay, listen. Miles really did the work in this room, but I did purchase this pillow.
Okay.
And when we get a new set, I'm gonna be taking it.
Take it with us, yeah.
That's
good.
Oh no! Like I'm gonna take it.
No, to the next room.
Okay.
You know, I have a pillow that's just like that. It's a blue shell pillow.
Yeah.
In which this is a little weird. OGs know Mario Kart Monday, right?
Yeah.
And you know how much I'm not a fan of blue shells.
Yeah.
Right? Until I got this pillow. I might even look at them differently in the game now. It's like the perfect size and cushion and soft. Because sometimes I want some, to hold on to when I'm sleeping. Just wrap it right here. And I'll be like, and it makes it super cozy. But yeah, I've had a blue shell, just to go with your Mario theme over there. At the house.
I think I have a lot of Mario Kart type pillows. I have a green marshmallow and a red marshmallow and a Mario and a Luigi. This is actually my Mario right here.
Oh, that's like straight from your house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that. No, so we're getting cozy over here.
But yeah, I have a lot of Mario Kart stuff, but the best ones are the big, which is probably like the same size as the blue shell, is like the big, like green and red mushrooms.
Oh, 100,000.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, no, we do really do appreciate those here on set, and so here we are in the new room. Yeah. Episode 2 in the new room. I'm excited to be back. We're on track. We started last week. Here we go. Let's get it going.
We've been slacking a little bit.
Just life. Just life is happening and unfolding in front of us, and we're rolling with the punches. But I do want to talk about something exciting that happened to me recently, since we haven't got to catch up, in that moment of life just getting in the way.
Okay. Do I know about this?
I was a stunt driver.
Oh, okay.
Are you aware of that?
You
There are some
what?
titles underneath my name that I'm very proud of. One of them being
TikToker.
TikToker. Number 1, TikToker.
Yes.
Producer, writer,
Rapper.
rapper,
Musician.
performer, podcaster,
Okay. Twitcher.
filmer, editor.
Oh.
Very, very proud. I get to add stunt driver underneath these titles. This is my first gig as a stunt driver. I had a friend of mine that reached out to me. He said, "Hey, Miles, do you know anybody in the Bay Area that could do some donuts in their car for a music video I'm producing?" I said, "Yeah, I do, actually. Me." He was like, "You serious? All the way up in the Bay?" I was like, "Absolutely." I mean, it sounds like the best time ever, right? Because I like doing donuts. It's boring to you? It was exciting to me. This was something I'm really proud of. I was really excited about this.
I just start yawning.
Every time I talk, I get it. Yeah, it's whatever. Just wait till you start sharing a story on this episode. All right.
Okay, go.
And I told him, yeah, it worked out good because I left my car in the Bay Area last time I went up there. We did the track takeover. We spoke a little bit about that on the podcast. I was going to be out there. Swung my car at that event, and I left it at my dad's friend's body shop. They're going to work on the back. You guys know I crashed a Lexus. I crashed it. Okay, it happened. And got a new trunk, got a new bumper for it, left it over there with them. They pulled that dent out, mashed the trunk bumper on. It's brand new. It's like a brand new car.
Looks cool.
We wrapped it matte black, just those 2 new pieces to have it blend in with the rest of the vinyl.
But you didn't even say how it was literally not even supposed to be ready or they were gonna prioritize it, and then you called and asked them.
Yeah, no, which we were like, yeah, no, take your time with it.
And then
anything is good.
And then you called them on some. We actually need to buy tomorrow.
Yeah, because I called him. I was like, I was planning on just going to get it over there with the BAP on it, or wherever they were at. Maybe if it had no bumper or trunk on it, anything, I would have been cool with it.
Uh-huh.
I was like, "Is it okay if I just come and pick it up?" She was like, "Oh yeah, we should be done with it by tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh shoot!" And so we went over there, saw it. It looks beautiful. Put the matte black, on the pieces that don't match, just to blend in better. Turned out really clean. I was thinking about just doing a whole new wrap on it until I saw it like that. And I was like, this is kind of clean. I kind of like this.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's looking back in action, very, very clean. Brought it over there to the video shoots for an artist in the Bay Area. His name is Rex Life Raj. Great guy. Super good music. And
is the video out yet?
No, it's not out. I'm excited for it. I think they said that they were going to try to drop it beginning of June.
Ooh.
But hey, sometimes stuff comes out and sometimes it doesn't. That's just how it goes. So maybe it comes out this beginning of this month, maybe it doesn't. Okay. But if it does, I'll definitely post about it. And I was a little nervous going into it, just on maybe my abilities as a stunt driver.
Okay.
I got the call sheet. It said stunt driver call time 6:30 p.m. I was like, okay, that's a new one. That's a new one. So I got to the spot, and I was a little nervous about my ability as a stunt driver, but then also the performance of the car, because sometimes when I start doing donuts, it gets hot. It gets a little scary. I see the temperature going up, and so
was it a hot day?
No, it was cool. It's a cool Bay Area day. And it was cool because the shoot was on a Wednesday, which is my brother's off day. So I got to bring my older brother Casey with me.
And he loves it.
He loves it. He's a big fan.
And he's out here. He's outside right now.
He's actually outside the door right now watching a movie, just hanging out, just being here with us. You know what I'm saying? And it's warming my heart.
I want to play Fortnite later.
We're going to go play Fortnite after this and just hang out and just be brothers and all that. So it's really warming my heart that he's sitting out there.
Honorary brother?
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm the honorary brother.
We're all going to be brothers.
And I'm going to play Fortnite.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm going to emote on you.
I'll never do that. I'll never say that ever again. But no, so we're excited to have him out here, and it was cool to have him come up there with me. And I got to do some donuts. They said, here, do some donuts between us, between the crowd and the camera. Did some. He said, "Could you do a slow one around the artist?" And so the camera was gonna be on the other side of me, okay. It's hard to say this in words. I know how to do it on for the video podcast listeners.
Yeah.
But it's like this, right? They can
Yeah.
follow around. I couldn't go that fast. And so I'm on my break with it, spinning my tires, smoking it up, trying to hold it as long as I could. But I think I got just enough for them to get that shot, make it look clean.
Sick.
And then there was one where he was like hanging out the window for one that was really tight too. And yeah, everything went really well. I think that, after I talked to the director was super cool too. He said that he came up to me, he was like, "Bro, you killed it. Thank you so much. This and that." And he was, I was telling him, I'm a fan of his work too. And he was like, "Yeah, bro, we got to make a video for you next time," which would be really tight to get to cross paths with that.
And then Miles got in his car and screamed a little bit.
Oh yeah, just fanned out. And that was cool. And yeah, so I was just happy that I was able, and the car was able to do exactly what they needed it to do, right? Nobody got hurt. Cops didn't show up, nothing. I think a security came, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Security pulled up at one time and was like, "Hey, just to let you know, cops are on their way." And we were like, "All right." So everybody started packing up, and then we were like, "Nah, cops not coming." And they didn't. And so we got to finish and got the shots and everything.
That is so slay.
Is it? I'm sorry, that's what?
That is so slay. That's honestly so slay.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in this episode. We're going to cut it right here. But yeah, no, super, super excited to see the way that turned out. I was kind of looking back at some of the shots, the camera guy who was on the camera was showing me. It looks fire. And I'm just so thankful for the car, being ready in time. I was super surprised by that. And so just seeing it, on camera, it like really, really stepped it up a lot. And I don't know. I think it would have been a different vibe if I still had the BAP on it out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so yeah,
it was a vibe
really
for the him video.
Yeah. I think that made sense.
Yeah.
A little sideshow energy.
You're really him.
Hey,
you're really sideshow.
Thank you so much. This episode is gonna come out Thursday. Excuse me. This episode is gonna come out Thursday, June 2nd. So if you're listening to this episode on Thursday, June 2nd, in the morning. Hey, good morning, by the way. Hope that you have a wonderful day. And also,
I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to say here.
The Him remix is dropping tonight, 9 p.m. Pacific time.
Don't y'all think that it would have been such a funny idea if Miles took a picture and did a fake like a Drake edit with nails and going like this? That it'd be really funny. And say her remix out. I think it'd be really funny. So let us know in the comments.
See, the reason why I think the Drake one was funny because he wasn't doing that in the photo.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be. I'd edit a hand on you.
So you would literally need to go and pull a photo from whatever's out there right now and edit a hand on it. Not because you were talking about taking a new photo. Like
I'll do anything. Would you post it if it looks funny?
Maybe on my Instagram story. Maybe maybe on my Finsta. Maybe I'll post it on my Finsta.
It's Finsta. I'll leak it.
I don't have a Finsta. What?
You do have Finsta.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
Y'all, his Finsta came up recommended for me.
That's really funny. But I post all car stuff on my Finsta. I will say I'll leave it at this. No, I mean I guess
it's not a Finsta. It's just like a sideshow Finsta. Like it's not a Finsta that people think like where it's like, oh, you're trying to hide something.
Not a sideshow. I'm leaving it at car activities.
Oh.
not sideshow stuff.
No, it's
I'm
not
just saying
sideshow.
like car activities.
Okay.
But like yeah, I feel like people post Finsta like the normal one is like a is it like
diary, sexual,
more sexual like kind of type.
But that okay. It could just be like crying pictures too.
Fake private Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Or to stalk people, I don't know.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, there was that. I forget where we were going with
car
that.
Activities.
Yeah, just different car activities that I've gotten into. They're just more exclusive.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
Keep it 100,000.
I wore this flannel last podcast.
Did you really?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Are you an outfit repeater?
Yes.
Ugh.
And I'm proud of that. How many times have you worn the same black shirt and black jeans?
In the past 2 weeks.
Maybe like
out of 14 days, 12 days.
Okay, so I am wearing a different outfit. It might not look like it. I'm just wearing this, and I didn't realize that I wore it the last one. So I really like this flannel though. Got it from H&M.
Nobody noticed until you said that. I
Well,
forgot.
the elephant in the room, you know. So
Okay. Yeah, you just want to address it. I feel it.
yeah,
You
yeah,
feel better about it?
yeah. And
Good,
the other
good.
thing I want to be honest about is the story I'm about to tell. We actually did already. I already told Miles about it, and I'm really sad that you're. It's not even a big story, so I don't know why. But anyway, I already told you this on the podcast that we didn't put out.
Did they even know there's a podcast we didn't put out?
No, because we just don't say anything when we don't post.
So just this is brand new. Just go.
No, I know. I'm just being transparent.
All right.
That I've already said this, but anyway. So listen, I went home. Oh, so when was Mother's Day? Like 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? I don't know. Anyway, I went home for Mother's Day. Went to Lurder. And
Lurder.
yeah.
Lodi.
Lurder.
I'm a little thrown off by that. But go ahead.
Okay, I went to Lodi, and so basically my aunt is in the process of moving. My mom,
Aunt Tracy?
yeah.
Yeah, let's go, Aunt Tracy.
My mom, which can y'all not please? Anyway, so then my mom moved to Alturas, which is up north, almost near Oregon vibes. And my dad moved to Idaho. So I don't like have a house in Lodi that I could just like crash at. Like obviously they would like my Aunt Tracy was so fine with me letting me stay there, but then I was thinking about it and I was like they're moving and like it's just like a whole lot of stuff going on. And I take Buster's bed, which is their dog, and although I love cuddling with Buster, he's a really big dog and he thinks he's 5 pounds and he's not. But yeah, um, I just don't have a house really that I could just crash at. And so I was talking to my mom and I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna get a hotel. Like I don't really want to like burden Aunt Tracy and like have me stay there with like them trying to do all this stuff. And it's like, I don't know. It's also a big family, small house. Like I just didn't want to do it. And so I was like, I don't want to burden them. I think I'm gonna get a hotel. And then my mom was like, why would you waste your money on that? Like you could just stay at Granny's house, which is my grandma. She lives in like townhouses kind of, but it's like, or I guess apartments, but I guess it's like all the apartments in that building is like elder people, the
Okay.
elderly.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I never have even thought that was an option. And sorry, Granny, but her beds are kind of old, and I have a sensitive back, so it's kind of scary for me. But anyway, she was like, "Why don't you just stay there? Like no one's gonna be there, and we're coming home tomorrow, and you could just stay there the whole weekend. But the first night, like no one's gonna be there because she was still back home. I came a day early, to visit my grandpa and stuff, and so I came a day early, and I was on my way to the house, and my mom is like, okay, once you get there, there's gonna be like a key in the back of like in the backyard thing, and it's gonna be like me just giving away exactly where she puts her spare key.
Yeah.
It's not there anymore.
Are you allowed to say? Okay.
It's literally they don't keep it there anymore. The key
promise?
doesn't even work.
You promise?
The key doesn't even
Okay,
work.
alright.
But anyway, it is in the it's just in a spot, whatever. And I look in that spot. I'm on FaceTime with my friend Jojo. I'm showing him the spot and he's like, "Girl, there is no key there." Because basically it's like on these fences. So like I couldn't see the key. So I was like putting my phone camera to see like behind the fence, if that makes sense. And he was like, "Girl, there's no key. I don't know what you're doing." And then so I was like, "I'm just gonna call my mom, do the same thing, show her." And my granny's like, "Nah, there's a key there." And then my mom's like, "Granny, there is no key at all. Like what she's showing me, there's no key." And my granny's like, "Well, you know what? I don't think the back door ever locks. So you could just go back there, like if she hops the fence, right?"
Okay.
I'm not a fence hopper either.
Mm.
I'm just not physically active. And so I was like, okay. So I try to get this bucket, this blue bucket. It's like in the backyard and I'm trying to like grab it. So I finally grab it. It's like hanging on the wall. I grab it. I put it on the floor. it's still not tall enough for me to go over the fence. And I'm like, holy frick, I'm trying to get over the fence and I'm trying to like push all my weight, but then every time I do that I get a freaking splinter, and then I was like, it was the whole mess. And then I was like, oh my god, why don't I put my suitcase up on the fence? And then I stand on my suitcase that I got from Ross, that was probably $20, that's not built properly, that falls over every
Okay.
time it's standing up.
Got you.
I was like, I'm just gonna try. And so I get over the fence on my suitcase. Thank you, Ross. And I set down the phone to show my mom that I'm about to get in the house. And I pull the back door and it's locked. And now, how do I get back over the fence? Because my
All your
suitcase,
stuff,
all my
everything.
stuff, my charger, everything is all back there. I'm stuck in this little backyard thing. Like, and I was like, I don't know what to do. All her neighbors, the elderly neighbors, probably saw me hop
They're
off
like,
my grandma's fence.
What is going on?
They, they thought I was trying to rob the place. And then I was like jiggling the door. Like I was back there being like, what, like it's not open, whatever. And my mom was like, "Are you sure that's not locked? Like, why wouldn't it be locked?" And she's like, "No, like I never lock it." Everyone else that visits that house, literally, like my cousin Susan was like, "No, like it's always locked. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what she's talking about. It is always locked." And I was like, "Well, great." And so basically, a lot of minutes later, I'm saying a lot. It wasn't that much, but minutes later, she ended up coming back, or my cousin Susan, ended up coming to the house, and she has a spare key that works.
Yeah.
So she got in the house. She brought my bags in, got me from the backyard, and then I got inside the house.
You made it inside the house. All of this effort just to do what?
What?
All of this effort just to go and stay at your grandma's house.
Okay, but
how nice of her it was to have you stay over there. All of this to then do what?
Are you talking about me getting a hotel?
Yes.
Okay, but I'm saying that I stayed there that night. I tried.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed there that night.
Yeah.
The night that no one was there, I stayed there. There is a Jesus poster that stares into your soul.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. But maybe not that poster of him.
What is like holographic eyes or something that just
yes,
like
but it's like two different pictures. But when you get a certain angle, it's just Jesus like this.
Well, praise Jesus. Yeah.
And I don't know. She has a doll somewhere, which my mom says there's no dolls, but I know there's a doll somewhere. And the beds are just a little older. Like she's doing her thing for her. Like it's cool. And I just like I can't do it, Mom. I'm so sorry. I'm really glad that y'all did that for me. Let me stay there. I couldn't do it. So the second night when it was her and my granny, I didn't want to. I was already having an uncomfortable time sleeping. So imagine on top of that, having to sleep in a bed with my mom. Like I was already like not feeling the vibes of the thing alone, having the whole bed to spread on, like just fall asleep, and I couldn't do that. So like sleeping with someone else wouldn't have worked out. Ended up getting a hotel, which financially wasn't the best decision, but I loved it. It was so cute. But yeah, did that. Ended up. I have the best night's sleep in hotels.
In hotels.
I love hotels. Like when it's like nice and clean and like.
So I mean, pretty much right now, you could just break it down like this to your family and everybody listens to the podcast. Like, you came to LA, you started living out here. How long you been here? A year, 2. You changed. You're different.
Year or 2. I've been
Los
here.
Angeles changed you. You're bougie now.
Have I been here for 3 years?
Oh, because of the pandemic.
Holy frick, I think I have.
We forget about those 2 years. Yeah. It just flew by.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I moved. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, it was a fun time. We went to the fondue spot. What is it called again? This is the melting pot. And now, like every day of my life, I dream about the like dipping all this stuff in the chocolate. I almost dream about the pound cake and the milk chocolate every night. So
it's fire.
So
it's
good.
A vibe. Man, they had a spot in Livermore. If anybody's in that area, it's probably still there, called Simply Fondue, that I had gone to a couple times. took my woman over there when I was in high school. I think I literally had to make a reservation a month or 2 in advance.
Yeah.
That might have been a
When
Valentine's Day, so it might have been a little extra, but it was like it's always booked.
yeah, when we went for my mom, it was like the day that I'm talking about, it was like she knew she had to make a reservation because she thought it was gonna be like that. But I wonder if it was. But maybe because it was like around Mother's Day, it was like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
popping.
yeah.
But
Nah,
we
that's
went the
crazy.
Saturday on that trip. We went the Saturday before Mother's Day.
Solid Bay Area trips though, or Northern California trips with our
Yeah.
Northern California lifestyle. Shout out Sticks and Stones. Hey, hey.
I also want to talk about something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ever since that trip, I could have 2 drinks and get a massive headache. Right, 2 times in a row it's happened where I had 2 drinks and I get a headache. And at first I was like, is it because I chug it or is it because like whatever? And I've done everything the same and I don't know what's happening. So if someone could give me some, like, they have gone through this, because I really like to socially drink.
Okay.
And it's scaring me a little bit.
No, it's good that you added that in there because like I was getting kind of worried. Like you hadn't mentioned any alcohol yet on this episode. I know your mom was probably waiting for it too.
But we did take some shots of Six and Stones and that didn't hurt my head as bad.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
it didn't. I don't even know if it did at all.
Okay.
But we were just doing straight tequila, so maybe that's why.
No, that was fun. Man, we had to celebrate Rockstar dropping his new single.
Yeah.
Shout out Rockstar again. Go play Bossed Up.
I made margaritas with Janet the other day, and it didn't seem to freak me up either because I was like, we have to get tequila.
Yeah, yeah.
It was funny though because we went on this little run to Food for Less, got everything, like got the mix for it, like got like the margarita mixers, whatever. Got literally everything you need for it. The limes, we even got limes and lime juice just so we could have the decoration for it.
Did you bring your chilies mixer or shaker or no?
Oh no, I forgot it. Yeah,
okay.
And I freaking told her too because I also had a bottle of Casamigos, which actually no, I didn't because one of my roommates drank it. But at the time, I thought I was supposed to grab the bottle of Casamigos and the chili shaker.
Yeah,
and I forgot both of those, so we were just mixing it in a freaking solo cup. But yeah, what's funny is we did that whole trip, literally got every single thing. And then I was like, you know what? Like, maybe we should make cupcakes too. And so we got stuff to make cupcakes. We get back to the house and I go, and I'm reading like a list of ingredients for a margarita just so we could go in order and like I can mix it properly. Because, you know, like some of the drinks we're talking, like you have to top it with club soda or like whatever it was, like something like that. I was like, maybe like I can't shake the whole thing. So I went to go look. The first thing on the list says a bottle of tequila, and we forgot tequila.
Damn. So I think that's like the most important part of a margarita, right?
That's like the only part.
That's it.
So yeah, it was funny because then we had to wait for Junior to get off of work. And then she didn't even ask for a response. She literally just sent him money and go, hey, can you please, like, obviously in a nice way, but like asked him to get the bottle. And then he came back and I'm like looking through the window to try to see if he has anything in his hand. And it didn't look like he had anything in his hand. And I was like, dang, we're not going to get it. But he was like holding it like this, like in the back of him, I guess. I don't know, but we got the bottle. It was good.
Made it work. Margaritas turned out good though?
I think so. I like them.
I'm proud of you.
We were doing like turns, so like Yessie made a round, Junior made a round, or Janet made a round, and I made a round. So it's like we all had the
There you go. I went to Disneyland recently. That's always a good time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I've also been watching this couple on YouTube called Magic Journeys. Do you know them? Fire couple.
Yes.
And they post these Disney vlogs all the time, Disneyland vlogs. But not just there too. Sometimes I go to Universal and everything, but they pretty much just like they dive a little bit deeper past a vlog where they'll kind of tell you some of the new attractions that are coming up or new food, new items that are, back, and do more of like an in-depth review on things, and they've been really cool. But one of the ones that I saw them post about, and I had to go, and I'm glad that it was there because I had already booked my ticket with Yessie. Shout out Yessie. Was let me warm my tongue up for this. Birria not tacos, sandwich that they have on the Disneyland side. And there's a little consomme, the dip.
Consume.
Yeah, there's a little dip with it, and it was pretty freaking delicious. I'm definitely gonna rate it like a 7 out of 10. Like if you see this sandwich online, like you're gonna look at it and you're gonna be like, I already know what that tastes like, and it tastes like that. I think the dip, the consumed, I forget what's on the end of that. Is it R on the end of that? Consumed. There's something on the end of it. Okay, please forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. That part wasn't my favorite. I think it might have been a little too salty for my taste, or I don't know if it was just like a thing. But I think what would have really taken it there was some Tapatio hot sauce. I think if I just had the sandwich and I had some Tapatio I could have put on there, like it would have been a 10. I'm asking Yessie, I'm like, hey, I mean, you're the
Disneyland
Disneyland
queen.
professional. Like this is her spot. She used to have like the season pass. It's not called season pass. It's something else. The Disney key, something where she would come all the time. She lives close to it out there.
The magic key.
I call the professional, and I ask her right there, hey, they got hot sauce
You
on
put
this
her
side,
to the
right?
test.
They got hot sauce out here. I'm like, isn't there a Mexican restaurant like in the Disneyland side? No, there's not. I'm like, wait, what? I could have sworn there was a spot over here that sell like Mexican food. She's like, no, it's only on the other side, California Adventure. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Forget, I'll just eat the rest of my sandwiches by itself. Eat it. We're walking around. Pirates of the Caribbean is closed right now. I think they're renovating it or doing something. And I forget what ride we hit back there. We hit something, and then we're walking around towards a spot where I felt like there was a Mexican restaurant. I was like, let me just look. You sure there's not a Mexican restaurant right here? She's like, no, it's just like a little like museum thing. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look. Let's go over there. Let's see. Start walking up. What's the first thing I see on somebody's plate right here? Rice and beans, tacos. I'm like, okay. Get over there before we even get to the restaurant part. I see where all the condiments are at. And what do you know? A big, big old tub of them. All Tapatio packets just sitting in there, just stacked up, all beautiful. I was like, wow, this is good to know. Because I want to go back over there and get that sandwich. And it's good to know if I need a little spice. I can go over there and grab a couple packets, put them in my pocket, save them for later. Whatever dinner I'm going to have later. But yeah, if anybody wants to know about some hot sauce, there is a Mexican restaurant on the Disneyland side that will take care of you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's fire. It's always good being at Disneyland. First time trying the micheladas in California Adventure. I had a couple of them actually, and they're pretty freaking delicious. And that's my Disneyland story. Next, run it.
I love Disneyland.
Disneyland loves you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I I want to bring something up because I want your opinion on it.
Okay. Yeah.
So recently, well, maybe not recently, maybe just like in the past years like of living, I don't know, just in my time of living. Here recently though. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Okay. Is there a question to it?
Like I'm not saying recently in the past like 2 weeks or like 6 months, but like
Just in
recently
life.
in the past like 2 or 3 years, I guess.
Okay.
That recent.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
like former recent. A couple of my friends have gone into relationships.
Yeah.
And I guess when I talk to someone about this or like when I'm like referencing like oh like I want to hang out with this person, but like I feel like it's okay because like I'm gonna basically what I'm saying is like I give people time when they're in a relationship to have that honeymoon phase and like have like the where like I'm really not.
I want to be around my person every single day.
So like even when I invite someone to something, that person's definitely gonna come. Or like if like I'm even near them, Like, say, like, they don't live close, or some of them do, some of them do live close, but say they don't, and, like, or I don't even see them often, and then I wanna make time for them, like, I put in my mind that, like, if they have plans with the other person, then, like, it's right, it's already done, or, like, that person comes first, right? Whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess what I'm asking is, like, when do you think is a time where that excuse isn't okay anymore? To where it's like, "Okay, like, I haven't seen you in, like, a year. Can I," like, I don't know if that makes sense, like, I'm I'm in a spot where, like, I've always been like, "Oh, no, it's fine."
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
fine. Like, they're gonna be in this honeymoon phase, and, like, there's gonna be a time where, like, you're not in that phase anymore,
And
and
they
and
reach the
it's
other
gonna,
side of it.
yeah, and, like, whatever, um, but I miss my friends.
No, I feel it. I feel it. That's a great question. To be honest, I don't know if I've ever been in that position myself, but I imagine that there just comes a time where one of two things happen that I've seen just in my days. You know, I'm about to be 30 years old. You know, this is just some things that
That's
I've
all I'm
seen happen.
asking, like, since you're so old.
Old and wise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me break it down for you. Sometimes in life, people do drift away from each other. And it's crazy how that happens. Relationships, you know, like boyfriend and girlfriend, or even just friendships. I think sometimes people just kind of naturally grow apart.
Mhm.
Um, and so I think sometimes maybe there could be a situation like that where it either comes around and they are outside of that honeymoon phase and it's just like it's good. Like they got that trust with each other and they're not tripping on like being apart from each other for a weekend at a time or any time, really.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Or it just kind of maybe it fizzles. And it's
Like,
like
maybe it's
you
not
kind of
even,
see them when you see them.
yeah.
But I do you think it would be a good idea to have that conversation with that person though? And just like express your feelings? I feel like
I don't
it's
know, cause
always
at the
good.
same time, I, like, don't think it's, like, a problem. But see, okay, this is my thing is, like, I'll always be the one to defend it and be like, "No, it's, like, not really a problem," even though I'm hurt by it, if that makes any sense. Like, it's
So
like,
maybe it is.
but it's not because I get it. Like, I feel like if I was around someone new that I was, like, in love with that made me feel that way, like, I get the, like, putting that person first, and, like, I the people I'm referring to are some of my best friends, so it's like I
You're always gonna like love
they're
them like
always
that.
g but they're always gonna have me too.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like I get the, like, "Oh, whatever," but then I'll be explaining it to someone, and I'll, like, explain, like, "Oh, yeah, well, I couldn't hang out with this person 'cause this," and then they're like, "What?" Like,
What?
I would never put my relationship over my best friend, like, you know? And so, like, it's hearing that, then it's like, "Wait," but then I don't know, I don't think it's a problem because I feel it. Like, I feel like I would do the same thing or, like, whatever, but then I guess it could just be, like, a drifting apart thing. Um, but
They
I don't know. What?
I was gonna say sometimes they also say absence makes the heart grow fonder. Have you ever heard
Mhm.
that saying?
Yeah.
And so maybe there'll come a point too, like in that where it comes back around.
I think
Honeymoon phase is
yeah.
over, and then it's also like
Yeah.
she feels that too. Like, damn, I've been tripping.
Yeah.
I do miss you.
Yeah.
And maybe she comes back and feels that, and if maybe the friendship even grows more from there.
See, I think where it gets a little confusing is the emotional part of the friendship is still 1,000% there, if that makes sense. Like, I know I'm just gonna be blatant with it. It's like two girls in specific that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, yeah.
Those two girls' friendships emotionally with me are fine. Like, I know at the end of the day, like, if I need to talk to them about something, they're there. So that's why I think I always, like, give it space, is like, oh nah, like, they got me. Like,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But then it's like, dang, I haven't seen you in a really long
I feel
time.
it.
And then, like, I don't know, like, maybe it's harder for me too, because it's like, oh, like, I have time all the time. Like, so, like, for me, it's like, I can see you any day, and then, like, I just don't, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But It could just be fizzling out or like
I
whatever.
hope it doesn't go there. I got faith that it'll get to a cool spot.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know. And if it doesn't,
What? Yeah.
I don't know. It's just life.
Yeah.
Things come and go.
What I also realized in like speaking about this with boys is that with men, and maybe not referring to like gay men, because that might actually be like a different thing, but like with men friendships, y'all kind of take like the bare minimum and it's okay. Like y'all really don't even have to have like, obviously some and your closest ones are probably like an emotional one, but I was like thinking about it. You know how like I forgot who I was talking to, but I was talking to someone about like how girl friendships seem so much bigger, like or like it's like hard for girls to make friends almost in a way because there's so much like I want to say qualifications or like it's kind of like nah, I need a friend to be this and this and this, like they need to actually be a cool person,
Hmm.
whereas I feel like men it's kind of like oh we can hang out like drift cars together, like they're my friend. You know, does that make any sense? Like guys really, and I'm not saying this in like a bad way. It's almost like this is I guess what I'm relating it to is like maybe I should feel it in a way that's like I know we're friends. I don't got to like they don't have to hit a qualification to be that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe like their little honeymoon phase or whatever is okay because they don't have to hit that qualification of like, oh, you need to like make time for me or like whatever. But I don't know. I guess men just like they just need the like the any part of a friendship. They just need one part to be. Does that make sense?
No, I feel it. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's not like all your friends you rely on and be like, oh, like I know if I'm down, I could talk to them. Like most men don't even talk about their
We're
feelings.
kind of having that conversation recently. I mean, not to go off on a tangent on your story, but like, yeah, I guess I feel that. Like
Yeah.
most of the time, it's just like, yeah, one thing in common. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
what's up, bro? Like it's good.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we were kind of having that conversation a little bit. With one of my homies who just was feeling like he needed to get checked in on. You know what I'm saying? And I feel him. And I think where maybe I had got it wrong was like if there's ever anything like bothering me to the point where it's like I feel like I need to talk to somebody
Someone.
about it,
Yeah, you will.
I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second? This is. Am I tripping on this? Like, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like I'm feeling this way about this. Like, I'm just gonna bring it up to somebody and talk to them.
Mhm.
This person kind of felt like, man, like nobody checks on me, and I think it is important because maybe there is this standard of like you gotta be like the tough guy, like guys gotta always just be tough or
Yeah, like
whatever,
no emotions and stuff.
and maybe there's not as many conversations on that side, but yeah, no, that was kind of like an eye opener for me, like
Yeah.
even to just checking in with the homies like more frequently.
Yeah.
Even if it seems like they're doing good or something too, just like check in and be like, "Hey, how have you?" But
Congrats.
but but I think it's different than like, "Hey, how's it going?" or "How have you been?"
Because that's always gonna be good. That's always
Everybody's
gonna be like, oh,
everybody's like,
good.
"Man, everything's been good. How have you been?" Right? Like it's always gonna get
Yeah.
brushed over. You can always push that over. It's got to be like you got to hit it differently. Like, "Hey, I'm trying to check on you though. Like everything
Yeah.
been good with you?" Like what I'm saying, you got to dive into it a little deeper, however you want to say it, but.
It's like, and shout out Calais, but it's like the other day, me and Calais were checking in on like our work stuff,
Yeah.
and the 2 weeks before he asked me this were really hard for me. It was just like bad news after bad. I think one whole day was, I think, bad news fucking central. Like everything I got told that day was like terrible. And so I was like a little whatever, but like obviously like I'm not the type of person, I think I was explaining this to you, is like I'm not gonna bring that with me to someone else. Like if I'm not gonna bring it to the Starbucks worker and be like, you got my fucking order wrong. Like you know what I mean? Like how
Yeah,
people like
yeah,
if they have
yeah.
a bad day, you'll like know because they bring it around to them. I never do that. So obviously like we're talking about artwork, whatever, and then he's like, how are you? And I was like, oh good, and I start telling him like artwork stuff. Like I'm like, oh me and Miles did this or whatever, and he's like, no, how are you? I think I almost started crying.
You
Like
did?
because like I think too, like hearing that from people like that you don't normally check in on, it also like warm my heart to. And so like I don't know, I think I wonder I guess where like the medium could be between like a boy and a girl friendship where like it's like girl friendships are so needy and need all this stuff and then guy friendships don't need any of that. I definitely don't want to be on the side where like I don't talk about my feelings with any of my friends or like whatever, but I do want to be way lenient with friends cuz I think if I like and not saying all my friends are bad people, but if I like pinpoint something that any of my friends have done that I thought was like wrong to me,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would have no friends.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? Like something that they could have just went over the head and I was really hurt by, like could just be like I would literally have no friends. Like
Yeah, yeah.
if I talked about a friend situation with another friend, they'd be like, "They're not good friends," and that person could say it about another. So like, I guess right now the what I'm going through in life is trying to find that medium between what a boy needs in a friendship and what a girl needs in a friendship. It's like nothing and then everything at the same time. Because I don't know, I think friendships are like beautiful at the same time. Like I
Yeah.
think you need friendships and you need and like I don't know, this is also going on a tangent, but me and my friend Jojo have been talking recently about like certain people in our lives and like maybe those certain people are only this type of friendship. So like he has a friend that he's been hanging around with and they're best friends, but this friend when this friend's going through something, he does not want to like say anything. Like he doesn't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah, yeah.
But JoJo's a very like open, like let's talk about stuff, like whatever. And so JoJo's even trying to find like whatever. And I was telling him and I was like, because obviously it's easy for me to just say from the outside what to do because it's like I'm not going through it. But like I was just telling him like you just like maybe he's just a friend like that. Like you just see him when he comes around and then like when y'all are together it's like nothing ever happened.
I feel it. Yeah.
But yeah, just trying to find the medium
A little balance in there.
because I also love like if one of my friends has maybe like not invited me to something that clearly I wanted to go to or like Miles watching a video without me today. I just really that I was waiting for. Just like
Did it hurt your feelings a little bit?
yeah.
Damn.
But
Yeah.
but maybe like it's like it doesn't really matter that much. I don't know. Trying to find the medium between that right now.
Okay. Yeah, it was Jack Harlow, Churchill Downs, by the way, if
With
anybody was
Bryson
wondering.
Tiller.
With
featuring
Bryson Tiller, it's featuring Drake.
But Bryson Tiller's
Just
in the video.
Yeah.
And I was waiting to watch it.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Well, how are you feeling about it now? Are you still mad?
No, we watch it again. It's whatever. Me just like so pissed about it. No, I'm actually fine. Like
Just pissed.
in the moment, I was like, dang, he really just turned that on.
Yeah.
Because I literally just started hearing it. Because I was like, I guess I maybe it's my problem. I could have told you, like that. I was like, we want to watch this video later.
Yeah.
Because we got Casey from the airport, and then we could have came back, and I could have on the way back been like, oh, I'm trying to watch this video, and then
made an event. But maybe should we as friends know that anything that is Jack Harlow related should be an event that we all pause and wait?
Yes, or yeah, you should have seen that it said 3 hours ago and been like, hey, have you seen this yet?
No, I just seen it said 3 hours ago, and I said, hey, I haven't seen this yet. Click.
So in conclusion, Miles doesn't give a fuck.
It's a cool video. It's a cool video though. It was pretty tight. The Louisville Slugger bat shots were fire.
Mhm.
You watched it? No.
Well-
Hold on. Then when you do finally come, like
I got a very
come back
important
later,
call.
Yeah, after your call, then you come back in and you're like, all right, let's watch it now. You put it on. Oh, that's when you got the call.
I got the call.
In the middle of it, and then you dipped out.
And then
you
I was
finished
just
watching
really excited on adrenaline about what we just got the call
Good call.
about, and then
Good call.
so yeah, I'm really excited. Really good, excited call.
Oh, good. Yeah. No, I already know.
But yeah, anyway, moral of the story is maybe things don't matter as much as or like I don't know.
I'm really trying not to overthink things too.
Yeah.
Period.
Because
Just
some
like in
people
life,
might not
because
really.
in that situation, anything.
Yeah.
I think you gotta lean back a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. I
Yeah.
think you can be just fine.
But not saying though, if friends really do F you over, watch out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, definitely see if friends are in your circle and stuff and hype you up, and like the energy you're around is really what brings you around. But I think there can be friends that are just certain type of friends.
Mm.
Like, I think I could have friends that, oh, they like to go to the club, I'm gonna just go to the club with them, and they're not gonna come back with me and talk about all of our problems together. But then there's gonna be my best friends who we can do anything together.
Yeah, yeah.
And whatever's good. I don't know.
You're talking about having a bad couple weeks earlier. And it made me think about my bad couple of weeks that I had also
Mm-hmm.
leading up to me in this moment figuring out that I had zero patience at all.
Yeah.
Which that's interesting because I feel like it doesn't happen a lot, right? I'm also somebody that had a lyric one time talking about, I forget, it was in Do My Step. We don't throw no hands.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is something that like I wonder if maybe, do you feel like I was in a position of like I had just no patience and that I needed like, or it was just like a bad week or whatever, so maybe it was like, oh no, that's acceptable, or what that guy did was, nah, he was tripping? Or do you feel like it's like, okay, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like as far as having no patience, I'm having a bad week.
Mm-hmm.
I pull up to this parking lot. I'm parking to go in and get an acai bowl. Acai bowl, right? That's what I'm just trying to chill, right? Had been running errands that morning. Just, stuff is whatever.
Yeah.
I pull up to this small parking lot. All the spaces are drawn small.
Yeah.
They're not normal size spaces. They don't.
If you know any parking spaces in LA, like, or even I guess in the Valley has a lot of them too, but like there are parking spaces that are as big as a driveway. And you can, like, I'm terrified as someone who could barely park. I'm freaking terrified of them, so I stay away from them. But Miles decided to be crazy and go to one.
What, to a
Well,
small
because you're not
parking?
really scared of parking and stuff like that, but
It's never been an issue for me.
he's actually a really good parker.
Hey, thanks.
I think, was it Cam that said something? I don't know. Anyway, me and Cam applaud him. I think it was Cam in the car. Anyway, go.
I'm pulling into this parking lot, and there's what I'm saying is the parking spaces are also drawn small. They don't say compact on them, so only for small cars. Just the whole lot just has these small spaces. So I park in. My two left, driver's side wheels are on the line of my car a little bit, or on my parking space. And I'm getting out the car, and this guy's pulling up at the same time, parking in one of the open spaces that's right next to me. And it kind of startled me for a second. I was like, oh, closed my door, and he rolled his window down, and he said, hey, next time don't park like a effing idiot.
I'll say it.
Go.
Hey, next time don't park like a fucking idiot. You just get over the table and punch me.
I was like, all right, so here's my question. All right, for you guys out there, do you feel like that's an invitation to fight somebody? Or do you think that was just me being in a space of like, I was having this type of week, my patience was low, this just set me off, and I was ready?
Okay, do you want to know my opinion?
Yeah, you tell me. Break it down.
Okay, maybe this is wait, this is funny because I always see like the meme on Twitter, like me being an empath, whatever.
Yeah.
But maybe it's me being literally an empath, and I think if I seen it, I'd be like, okay, I feel you. Like I get why you reacted like that. I don't think it was an out of place reaction.
Yeah.
I completely get why you were set off, and it makes sense. Like I think 90% of people in that situation would react the way you did after having the week you had and after being built, all these emotions built up and not having a release for them. I completely get it. I just don't think violence is ever the answer. I don't like, and not even to say it in some like quirky way. I just really like don't see the point in it, especially in LA when like people have guns and weapons and like it's really fucking scary and people aren't scared to use them. Especially with like road rage stuff. That's why literally in the car with my brother, he was having road rage and I was like, "Hey." Like, cuz you literally never know. It's like, is you building up and responding in that way worth you getting something? And luckily nothing did, but like, you know, like what it like, and I guess you like read the guy. You were like, "Oh, this guy wouldn't like, you wouldn't think that anything bad would happen, whatever." But it's like, what if? I don't know, you know?
I had no idea if anything bad would happen.
Yeah.
I didn't read him in no type of way.
Okay.
The only thing that I read about him in that moment was that like I wanted to fight him.
Yeah.
I didn't care like what it was.
Well, you didn't even say what you said.
Well, I pretty much was like I told him like I'll park however he wants if he beats me up.
Yeah.
And so I offered him an invitation to swing on me.
Yeah.
And I said, "Let's go." And we talk trash to each other as he's on his way to Subway. And as I'm on my way to get an acai bowl. And so he keeps walking away just talking trash. We talk trash to each other as we're going in. I go in and order my acai bowl. Just
And you said
strawberries,
extra strawberries.
And
Aren't
came out.
wait.
I forgot to tell him no strawberries.
Okay, I was about to be so mad.
Yes, because there was
You're
I was in a
allergic.
moment there, and I came back out and waited for him to come back just to see, let him know that the offer was still on the table,
With your acai bowl in hand.
and nothing ended up happening, right? Except us talking trash back and forth to each other, and I think the thing like driving away from it that it just made me think about a lot was like, one, are those words an invitation to fight somebody?
No,
Two,
like
isn't it crazy how this guy's words
affected you so much.
Was able to just set me off to my absolute like top temper level, like the person I never see ever. He was able to bring out of me in that short sentence. Hey, learn next time, don't park like an effing idiot. And now it's just like instantly a whole person I never see came out, right? And I don't know. I in my thoughts after it, I sort of go back and forth on the situation still.
Mm-hmm.
There's parts of me that feel like, nah, that's fighting words.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's asking for it. And then there's parts of me that feel like, man, how cool would it have been if I was able to just brush that off and just walk away from the situation?
I think if I was looking at like of who I would see as a bigger character, and I was looking at the situation and one group over here, like the situation over here was like, "Oh, let me fight you," and they fight whatever. And even if he wins, you in that situation wins the fight or whatever, however you wanted it to end, whatever. And then the situation of you being like, what was the thing that your dad even said? Like like kind of just like mocking him, like being like, okay, like
not even tripping off
like
him,
saying some snarky remark about his like, oh, I see your girlfriend doesn't love you, or like something like that, like.
But I mean, that's talking trash back to him too, though. You know what I mean?
I know, but I'm just saying, like, the character of that man seems way better. Like, I don't know.
You're not with like any type of physical violence in any situation. Yeah. Well, I would like to see myself get to a point where like I don't respond that way anymore. Even just letting somebody have that. But
I feel like it's just about having peace.
Yeah, for sure.
Like once you feel fully at peace, it's like someone wouldn't piss you off that much. Like,
no, for sure, right? It would be like a funny thing. It's like, damn, that's crazy. You must be so upset about something.
It's like, but then again, like, okay, so say he's talking about this with his family, and he's like, yeah, like I had the worst fucking week, and then this idiot park like this. Like maybe he had a terrible week. Like maybe
he did. And that's why it would have been so great if we could have just swung at each other as hard as we could.
Oh my God, okay.
It would have been great. I don't know. I'll go back and forth, but I'm curious what you guys think. If you've ever been in a situation like that, let me know. Drop it in the comments below or something. Or if you also feel like Felisha does, that violence in any type of ways, not the answer, which I definitely feel
when
you.
you say like that, it sounds like so quirky and stupid. Like,
but
not
I feel
even
it,
saying
though.
that way. Just like I don't want people to get physically hurt over words.
No, yeah.
Like,
but even just like having peace,
yeah,
is important, and I think you're right. Like,
I literally, y'all, this actually works, and this sounds so stupid. Maybe I've said it before, but I used to really get really bad road rage, and I used to cuss at people, and like I think cussing at people like makes you more mad because I actually think, isn't there like a thing that like why curse words are curse words is because they like make emotion or something, like they make you more angry or something like that, like they like spark, I don't know, someone find that out, I don't know. But I think it made me more mad when I would like curse at them. And so now I say stupid words like silly or dummy or like whatever, and I really do not get as mad. Like someone cuts me off now and I'm just like, okay. Or I think about like, okay, they're cutting me off, but like am I gonna get mad and ride their ass the whole ride home, or am I just gonna be like, oh, that took a second? Like obviously if they're being really irrational and like you almost crash into them, yes, like I get the honking the horn, like what the fuck are you doing, whatever. But like I don't know, just like simple things like when people do things like and cut you off, and like it's really not that big of a deal as much as we say it is. And let people through. I'd be so mad when people like I'm getting on the freeway and like I'm in the lane of getting on the freeway and they don't slow down or speed up and they're like right on me, and like
yeah,
I've been honked at a few times.
yeah.
Because that. But I don't know, if we're all just nicer drivers, it wouldn't be that crazy. But
I definitely feel that.
because I've definitely sorry to cut you off, but I've definitely been in a moment where I've cut someone off because I almost missed my turn.
You
or
just
like,
cut me off.
Yeah, literally.
So how am I supposed to respond to that? Just call you silly?
Exactly. And that's it. It wasn't that big of a deal.
That's it. So
but,
if I'm parking in a small spot and somebody comes up and calls me an effing idiot, I just get out of the truck and I'm just like, you're so silly.
but how funny would have that been though?
That would have been pretty crazy.
But yeah, I guess I'm just saying like it's really not that big of a deal as like we make it seem like.
Yeah. I feel it.
And you never know. Like sometimes I'm freaking changing my crock and my crock needs to not be on my foot anymore and I move and I actually swerve into the lane. So
okay. Well, there you have it, folks. Don't wear Crocs and drive. This has been a fun podcast. Definitely drop a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Subscribe to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Music. All the podcast listeners, stand up. Big 925. We appreciate you guys. And yeah, it's good to check in. We'll be back next week for sure. I'm hoping next week we're gonna have a guest and get back on schedule. With having
I like
guests.
solo episodes a lot.
I do too. Let us know that in the comments too.
Can you hear the couch?
If you guys got here, no, I can't.
Okay. It'd be squeaking.
Yeah, it's all good. No, can't hear.
Let us know in the comments what.
If you guys are cool with us just checking in with y'all like this. I mean, sometimes it happens because we just don't have any guests, but like, it's cool.
No, but like I want to
it,
make it like even if we do make schedules for guests, I don't want to do, because you know in the beginning you were like, oh, we need to keep doing it, and we had guests for like a couple or like a lot of weeks straight, maybe like freaking like 12 or 13, but like I definitely want to make like maybe it's like a guest and then us, a guest and us, or like I don't know. I want it to be so random.
I feel it.
Fun.
Yeah. No, we can do that.
Or something big happens and we're like, oh, I want to talk about it.
Let's do a live podcast episode.
I thought we already did that.
No, not live on Twitch. Live in person. Yeah.
Wait, what? Like a vlog?
No, live in person, like us and like a real
Oh
audience.
my god! And the 3 people that listen.
What? Whoa,
Tracy.
No, don't disrespect the 925ers. Okay, there's more of them out there. Okay. 925 podcast coming live to a city near you. My name is Miles Parrish.
My name is Felisha. Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry.
I'm TBH Felisha.
All right, we're gonna see you guys next week. We love y'all. Yay!
Bye.